Hello, welcome back. This is the part 3 of Bandit OverTheWire walkthrough. So today we are continuing from level 11 of Bandit. So let's log in. SSH bandit 11 bandit.labs.overthewire.org and the port number is 2220. I believe this is the password and we are in. Okay, so let's look at what this level is telling us. The password for the next level is stored in the file data.txt, where all lowercase and uppercase letters have been rotated by 13 positions. So this is the password, but the letters have been rotated by 13 positions, right? So if you go to cyber chef, but before that, so rotated by 13 positions means rot 13 cipher. So basically in rot 13 cipher, so let's look at this, right? So rot 13, so if I type A, the output will be N. So the characters are being rotated by 13 positions, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to copy this and paste this here, and here we can see that the password is this, right? So it was a very simple case of rot 13 ciphers. However, this is not how the level wants us to solve the problem. This level wants us to use this keyword tr. Okay, so we will look at tr, and if we do man tr, we can see that tr translates the character, right? So it will help us to rotate the characters 13 times. So what we are going to do is we are going to print data.txt and send that as an input to this. So tr, and you have to use these quotes, and you have to write a to z, and in another quote you have to write n to z, a to m, and then in small letters n to z, a to m. So we saw, let me show you again, cyber chef in rot 13. So if I type a, 13 positions ahead of a is n. So basically what we are doing is a to z is translated to n to z and then a to m. So we are basically rotating these by 13 bits, sorry, by 13 positions, not bits. So that is the password. We have got the password, and now we can log into Bandit 12 using that password. Alright, now Bandit 12, let's go and see what Bandit 12 is asking us to do. The password is stored in the file data.txt, which is a hex dump of a file that has been repeatedly compressed. For this level, it may be useful to create a directory under tmp, which you can use mkdir with a hard to guess directory name. Then copy the data file using cp and rename it using mv. Okay, so we have a data.txt. If we print data.txt, it has a bunch of hexadecimal codes, hex codes. So this is a hex dump basically, and to reverse the hex dump into human readable form, we can type xxd-r data.txt is the file, and we want to store this in data1, and the permission is denied. So here the description tells us that it might be useful to create a directory under tmp. So maybe we can do that. So mkdir /tmp/ let's type test. Cannot create test1, cannot create test abc. Okay, we have created test abc. So we are going to copy using the cp command data.txt and put it into test abc, and then we are going to go to that place where we just copied the file, and if we list we see that we have data.txt. So right here if we do xxt-r data.txt and data1, we are successful. And if we cat data1, okay, so in one of the levels ahead we learned that the file command can be used to see what kind of file it is. So if we see what kind of file data1 is, we see that it's a gzip compressed data. So gzip is a compressing algorithm, and to decompress it, so first of all what we have to do is we have to change the name of the file. We can use mv tag for it. So mv data1, and we are going to change it. The new name is going to be data.gz. I think it is gz. Yes, it is gz. So now what we can do is we can decompress this file, and we can decompress it by using the following command: gzip data1 dot gzip -d for decompressing and data.gz, and we now have a new file called data again. So the new file is bzip2 compressed. Okay, so again just like before, we are going to change the name of this data to data.bz. I think bz is the one, and to decompress we will again type bzip. Okay, it's bzip2 -d, and then we are going to type data.bz, and then we have another data, but it's not the same as previous, as we can see that this is again a gzip file. So this is what we are going to be having to do for a long time now. So again we have to convert this into gzip, and then we are going to do this. We are going to see the file. It's a POSIX tar archive now. Okay, so a tar archive, to extract the files from a tar archive, I think this is the command tar xvf and the file name. But before that we have to change the name of the file again to data.tar. So tar-xvf and data.tar, we get a data5.bin. And what kind of file is a data5.bin? It's a tar archive again. Okay, so we are going to move data5.bin and write data5.tar, I guess, and we are going to tar xvf data5.tar again. We get a data6.bin, and if we see what kind of file is data6.bin, it's a bzip2 compressed data. So we are going to change that, right? So data6, I think data6.bin, and we are going to make the new extension as bz, and we are going to again decompress press that using bzip2 data.bz, and we have another data again. If we see what kind of file a data is, okay. So this can get frustrating, but by the end of this level you will know how to decompress and extract data, at least. So we are again going to move the data and make it as data.tar, and if we tar xvf data.tar, we get a data8.pin. We are getting somewhere. I don't know till which level it is, but we are getting somewhere. So mv data8.bin to data.gz and gzip data.gz, and the new file is an ASCII text. Okay, data. Yes, so we have finally gotten the password. This was a long level, but now at least you know how to decode and extract files using gzip and bzip2 and tar, right? And we also know how to reverse a hexdump using xxt, how to make a directory using mkdir, how to copy a file using cp, how to change the name of a file using mv, and we also know how to look what type of file it is using this file command. So well, it's not for nothing. Okay, so we are now going to go to Bandit 13. I will not like to make a video more than 15 minutes long, and it is 12 minutes, so maybe one level more. Alright, so level 13. Okay, so the level says the password for the next level is stored in etc bandit pass bandit 14 and can only be read by the user bandit 14. For this level you don't get the next password, but you get a private SSH key, and the SSH key is going to be used for logging in. So we get an SSH key. If we print the SSH key, we get this, right? So this is it. This is going to be a very simple level. There is no password for this. All you have to do is copy this, and in your own device save this using anything you want. You can use any text editor. I am going to use a Vim. So ssh key dot private, and we are going to press enter. We are going to save this here, and we are going to clear this. So if anyone does not know how to use Vim, you can use a text editor like this to save it as well. I am just more comfortable in Vim, so I am going to use that. And now we have a ssh key dot private file, right? So next thing what you have to do is, let's try accessing the next level using this. So if you want to connect to a SSH server using an SSH key, then you have to use this -i flag, and then you have to enter the name of the file which contains your SSH key. Then it's same as before. The user you want to log in as @ the server you want to log into, and port number as well. So if we do this, I'm not sure if this will work or not, but if this works, okay, so load key, SSH key, private, bad permissions. All right. So I think we have to change the permission of this SSH key to 600. So what does 600 mean? That is not in the scope of this video, but it's just setting a certain permission, giving a certain permission to the SSH key file. And if we do this again, it should work. Alright, so we are finally in Bandit level 14. We are already past the 15-minute mark. So that's it for this video. I will try to do a little bit more in the next video. Thank you for looking. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.